Welcome home to philosophy, where we wonder about everything, and anything is possible. Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Corey, the Laughing Philosopher. Life is complicated. The world is complicated, and you are complicated. Figuring out how to live a happy, meaningful life, guided by wisdom and reason, is not easy. Is life a game? What is love? Should I fear death? Is this a just world? Almost from the moment of birth, you've been told how to behave, how to fit in, and how to fulfill other people's expectations. You fear that you will lack importance or cease to exist in the lives of others if you think for yourself and question the rules and roles you've been told define you. Wisdom and reason will remove this illusion so you can live authentically in the world around you, find your true purpose, and become your real self. Welcome to episode number 99. Plato, Schopenhauer, and Spinoza. Is peering behind the human curtain a backstage pass to the cosmos? Aristotle's metaphysics begins, all men by nature desire to know. An indication of this is the delight we take in our senses. For even apart from their usefulness, they are loved for themselves. And above all others, the sense of sight. The reason is that this, most of all the senses, makes us know and brings to light many differences between things. The things which are seen are believed to be caused by things which do not appear. Plato believed that the physical world is unreal, and all things are copies of forms. Forms are the non-physical, timeless, absolute, and unchangeable essences of all things. Everything in the physical world is merely an imitation. Every object or quality in reality has a form. Dogs, mountains, colors, courage, love, goodness, happiness, and human beings. Everything has a form. The thing you perceive is essentially or truly the form. Your sense experiences are merely shadows, mimicking and participating in Plato's eternal forms. Arthur Schopenhauer was a German philosopher, best known for his 1818 work, The World as Will and Representation. Schopenhauer believed that the world humans experience around them, the causally related objects in space and time, exist merely as a representation of things rather than things in themselves. The world we know is dependent on a perceiver and exists merely as perceptions, not as a world that exists in itself. Will is the inner essence of everything. Will is a blind, irrational, and unconscious striving hidden behind space and time. The world we know is the will as an object. Human beings have absolutely no freedom. Human behavior is totally compelled and completely determined by causes and effects. Life is endless suffering. The will drives humans to fulfill its insatiable needs and desires, which, after they've been momentarily satisfied, always quickly return. Human existence is an endless, purposeless striving caused by the will. Schopenhauer, profoundly pessimistic, believed that life is nothing more than an irresistible compulsion to satisfy the unknowable, unattainable, and unfulfilling aims of the will. Born in 1632, Baruch Spinoza was a Dutch philosopher. He rejected the Bible or the sacred writings of any religion as a useless idol written for the purpose of teaching obedience to the masses. A philosophical way of living is what really matters, and this requires no divinely inspired book. Spinoza believed that God is the sum of the natural and physical laws of the universe, and certainly not an individual entity or creator. As understood by Spinoza, God is the one and only infinite substance, possessing an infinite number of attributes. There is no attribute, good or bad, which God does not possess. Spinoza did not believe in prayer or in miracles. Appeals to a supreme being to momentarily change the way the universe works are absurd. God stands aloof and doesn't concern himself with human affairs. The Almighty is absolutely indifferent to our actions and fate. God only concerns himself with the orderliness and harmony of the workings of the universe. And that is all. Human beings are small potatoes. Einstein believed in the God of Spinoza. Things which do appear are illuminated by hidden, mysterious things which do not appear. Plato's forms, Schopenhauer's will, and Spinoza's God illuminate and are illuminated by the unseen. I want you to stand in front of a full-length mirror. Carefully examine the image in the mirror. Take your time. Look closely at the thing looking back at you. What do you see? You think you are seeing yourself, don't you? Yet the thing you see in the mirror is not the real you. You can't see the real you. The thing you see is a bag of skin. You are more than a bag of skin. You are more than you think you are. You are more than what you can see, hear, touch, taste, and smell. The thing you really are is not made of things which appear and can be seen. You are more than what appears in the mirror. You are what is hidden behind appearances. It's the thing you can't see that makes you, you. In 1974, philosopher Thomas Nagel published a famous article called "What is it like to be a bat?" Nagel argues that while a human might be able to imagine what it is like to be a bat by taking the bat's point of view, it still would be impossible for a human to know what it is like for a bat to be a bat. Similarly, each individual human being only knows what it is like to be them. Even if I were able to metamorphose into you, my brain would only be able to experience your life and experiences, and not your thoughts and your feelings and your mindset. While it is possible for me to imagine what it would be like to be you, it is not the same as your conscious, subjective experience of yourself and your world. I still wouldn't know what it feels like for you to be you. Only you will ever know. What's it like to be uniquely you? The physical self is an idol, a representation pointing to something else. The something else is my unique inner subjective consciousness. It's Nagel's "What's it like?" subjective experience of the world. The subjective consciousness does not appear. It is hidden. It is unseen. But it is real. It is unique. And it is the thing that makes you uniquely you. The physical world is an idol. It points to something else. Plato's forms, Schopenhauer's will, or Spinoza's God. Our "what's it like?" subjective consciousness intertwines with our gods and other inventions, lifting the veil over the natural world of appearances. The gods are echoes of our unique subjective consciousness. Einstein said, "The genesis of religions lies in human attempts to explain the mysteries of existence, a testament to our innate curiosity and cognitive limitations." Man creates gods in his own image, said Schopenhauer, and religions are mirrors reflecting his aspirations, fears, and moral fabric. Ever wonder why all of our invented gods have the same set of defining attributes? Omnipotent, meaning all-powerful. Omniscient, meaning all-knowing. omnibenevolent, meaning all good, omnipresent, and omnitemporal, meaning present everywhere at all times, neither time-bound nor place-bound, free of sin and shame and guilt, free of the suffering of old age, disease, and death, eternal. Why do all of our manufactured gods have such a strong family resemblance? We craft the gods, and we dress them in the clothes we ourselves would like to wear. In the tapestry of human thought, said Nietzsche, religions emerge as threads woven by human imagination, not divine revelation. Jesus was the tip-off. If a God can become a man, then man can become God. In the ancient Greek religion, 12 gods and goddesses ruled the universe from Mount Olympus. Zeus was worshipped far and wide across the Greek world as the greatest of gods. The religion of ancient Rome was profoundly polytheistic, with over 200 gods and other divine beings. The most important group of deities were the 6 gods and 6 goddesses of the Roman pantheon. Shintoism is the largest religion in Japan today, practiced by nearly 80% of the population. Shinto teaches that human beings are fundamentally good, but can be made to do bad things by evil spirits. These spirits exist in trees, animals, oceans, mountains, rivers, in human creations such as cups and musical instruments, and even in human beings themselves. These spirits control the forces of nature and can be influenced by prayer and sacrifices. The assertion that there are exactly 8 million gods in the Shinto religion simply means there are too many gods to count. Some Hindus believe there are 330 million gods. Some claim it's closer to 6 million. Others say it's closer to 30. The exact number of Hindu gods is difficult to prove. Ancient Hindu texts, known as the Vedas, mention a total of 33 gods. Basically, Hindus just don't know the exact number of gods Hindus worship. Humans cannot make a sunrise, so we make gods by the dozens to explain sunrises. Above all other senses, said Aristotle, we covet what we see. Inside ourselves, behind outward appearances, is a hidden realm. Our unique, inner, subjective consciousness explains who we really are. We then search for the truth of the universe in the same place we discovered the truth of ourselves, behind outward appearances. Religion is a tale of gods born from our hidden, subjective consciousness, human and divine threads weaving a tapestry of belief. All of the gods can't be real, but all can be true. True as divine explanations of the cosmos, hidden behind the supposedly false world of observable appearances. Sam Harris said, "To recognize the man-made nature of religions is to liberate oneself from the shackles of dogma and embrace the pursuit of knowledge and understanding." Consider the following argument, often made by mediocre thinkers. Everything has a cause, so the universe itself must have a cause. And what could have caused the universe to come into existence? God must necessarily exist in order to explain the existence of the universe. If every sheep in a flock has a mother, does it necessarily follow that the flock has a mother? This argument is guilty of the fallacy of composition, an error in reasoning occurring when one asserts that what is true for the parts of something must also be true for the whole. It involves incorrectly attributing the characteristics of individual members to the whole group and leads to mistaken conclusions, especially when applied to a complex system such as the cosmos. If every brick in a wall weighs 5 pounds, does it necessarily follow that the wall weighs 5 pounds? The assumption about causality is a generalization based on our everyday observations within the universe and might not seamlessly apply to the universe as a whole. The divine nature of causation on a cosmic scale might not so neatly align with our everyday observations. If I stand at a football game, then I will be able to see better. If everyone stands, then will everyone be able to see better? Our first experience of the world is to experience our true self. We find our true self not through our sensations and perceptions, but hidden behind its outward physical appearance. So we look for the truth of the universe hidden behind its outward appearance. We look for our lost house keys in the same place where we discover they are missing. We look for the truth where we first discover it. Like Plato, Schopenhauer, and Spinoza, we look for the truth behind outward appearances. What really matters about you is what you can't see in a mirror. You are more than meets the eye. You are the blueprint of the gods and the gateway to deconstructing the universe. Thank you for listening. I hope you will take what you've learned and be a better person. Think for yourself. Question everything. Accept nothing that does not agree with your own reason and good sense. And I promise you, despite its sham and drudgery, you will get on pretty well in this crazy world. I'm Dr. Robert Corey. Until we meet again, be good.